Welcome to this session, and the topic is all about facilitating change, but by setting and achieving goals. And the emphasis is not on setting and achieving goals only, it's about how do we sustain it and how do we maintain it. So what I would like you to do at the end of the session, are you able to set goals? Yes or no? That's number one. Number two, are you able to set smart goals? And I want to use the word smart goals in 7 areas of excellence. And then finally, how to start putting your mission statement together, as well as your dream and all these type of things that is vital as part of this specific program. I love it, and I want to start with a Bible verse. Please just allow me. This is in Philippians 3 verses 12, 14. Listen to the words. It's all about, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Why I like that specific verse, is we often always look at what is behind us. What about where are you going? Why are you on earth? What is your purpose? Where are you going? Because we are on earth just for a moment. People sometimes think we've got lots of time. I'm saying no. That's why the setting of goals is vital, that we don't want to waste people's time. We want to multiply. We want to duplicate. We want to take this goal seriously. We want to encourage other people because we are on earth just for a short while. And I know something new is going to happen when you start setting goals. And yeah, there's lots of reasons why we need to set goals, but I want to use this example, and you can see it clearly. When you want to move from the old to the new, something is going to happen. And a lot of people don't see the future. They don't know even if they've got plans. And if I can use another biblical verse, it's in Jeremiah 29 verse 11. And people love to quote it always. God made us to have meaning, purpose. For I know the plans that I have for you. Isn't that wonderful? So come on, I want to ask you, do you have plans? Do you have goals? Where are you right now? What do you want to achieve? And yeah, sometimes we are uncertain. We don't know what to do. We don't know where to start. And I'm saying is you are not alone. You can do something. You can apply these principles, and it's going to be a big, big difference in your personal life as well as your business life, because we can change the story. If you're in business, if you're in government, if you're in education, if you're in faith, business, or type of ministries, if you're family, if you're media, if you are, say, for instance, sports, it is all about specifically setting goals. But then we need to set some smart goals. And a lot of people don't know how to do it because why? They don't know who they are. They don't know why they exist. It's got lots of excuses. And I'm saying, what are you going to do with all excuses? Are you going to keep on making use of those excuses? Yes or no? And the reason why I'm saying this is we look at the future from a current reality, not from a future reality. So what do you see and what do you focus? And what I want to say is look at this simple picture. The only idea is start small. How do you eat an elephant? You know what I'm saying is start with the first step to make it happen. Start having a future reality. And then what I'm always saying, if you start learning and applying and teaching, you can make that difference in setting goals. And you will see it. The reason why I highlight this is the start that stops a lot of people. So what do I see in the world today? People are sometimes on a maintenance level. Some people are going on a stagnation. Some people are declining, and some people want to grow. And I'm saying it's me and your job to grow every year. And if you're sitting, doesn't matter where you are, I'm going to keep on asking you, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Where do you see yourself? Because there are 4 types of people, if I can simplify it, and I don't want to just simplify, but you get sometimes the person is a spectator. It's like watching a game. They are not involved. They're not even committed. They just keep on watching the game. And when you look at rugby and all these games, these guys have got lots to talk, but they are not busy. They're not playing the game. And then you've got people who are a victim. They are victim. Don't have a purpose, and are not very productive. That's the second group of people. Then the third one is the person's working 18 hours a day. And I'm saying, why? It's like a work alcoholic. It's keep on working and working and working and working. And I said, there's something wrong with that. But then you've got the final one, and this is what we call a fulfilled life, a balanced life. And this is why when you set some goals, you need to keep this in mind. Because you cannot, and I want to repeat a statement here from Albert Einstein, the significant problems we face cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. We've got to start thinking differently. We've got to start setting goals. Why? Now let me summarize. I've got 5 reasons why you need to set goals. Goals will give you direction in life. Goals will give you a sense of purpose. I want to repeat, direction and purpose will give you guidelines for living, but also it will promote enthusiasm and it will be focused on results. That's why you need to set goals. But something else that I want to highlight, when you want to set goals, there are 7 areas, and I want to explain those 7 areas for you in a little bit more detail, because we need to have excellence goals in 7 different areas. And let me repeat very, very quickly. The first one is all about personal excellence. The second one is occupational excellence. The third one is about family excellence. Number 4 is about financial excellence. I know I'm going through a lot of detail, but this is powerful. And then also, all of us are on a team, so we talk about relational excellence as well as organizational excellence, and then finally spiritual excellence. You cannot have just goals for, say for instance, for me, my personal, and I say, what about the family? What about financial? It's key that we have goals. But then I want to highlight that, because I said this a couple of times, it's got to be smart. Setting goals is about smart. The first one is always about, you need to be very specific. Ask yourself, who's involved? What are we going to accomplish? What do we need to do? That's the specific part. A lot of people keep on saying, Mario, we're going to visit, we're going to meet. I'm saying, when? Let's be specific. Okay, the next one has got to be measurable. How can you measure it? So if you are saying, I want to read the Bible this year, I'm saying, so by doing what? How are you going to complete this? Is it going to be the New Testament or the Old Testament? You see, it's very important. It's got to be attainable. A lot of people, they put some goals together, and I'm saying, listen, I'm going to travel the rest of Africa. And I'm saying, when are you going to start? How are you going to measure yourself? When are you going to do it? And I realize it's just a thought. It's great to have thoughts, but it's got to be attainable. Also very realistic. And otherwise, it's just a lot of thoughts and talk and all these type of things. And then finally, SMART, it's got to be a tangible. It's got to be, you must feel it. It's like that. You must using all your senses, in other words, smell and touch and sight and hearing. And that's the final one. It's got to be time-based. But in other words, I want to do it within the next 6 months. So I want to urge you. And I want to use the example of a very powerful statement of Nelson Mandela. And I want to just quickly repeat this here. Listen to his words years back. Listen to it. It's so powerful. I have walked the long road to freedom. I've tried not to falter. I've made missteps along the way. But I've discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I've taken yet time to rest, to steal a view of this glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I've come. But I can rest for a moment, for with freedom comes responsibility, and I dare not linger, for my walk is not yet ended. What a powerful message, because it's all about vision, and vision is the art of seeing sometimes things that's invisible. So what do you see? Where are you going to start? So in this first session, I explained to you, it's about change, it's about innovation, it's about setting goals. And I want to use a simple word. You know, I want you to see it, because I want to bring it in on this video clip. The word opportunity is nowhere. You can also decide opportunity is now here. Let me repeat, opportunity is nowhere, or opportunity is now here. And I love the emphasis on opportunity is now here. It's even the Chinese word for crisis. There's a danger element, but there's also a hidden opportunity. And that's why, you know, it's time for us to set goals. So towards the end of this first session, I'm going to ask you, now that you've listened to me, what should you do more of? Even less of? Even like differently? What about things like faster and then also better? More of, less of, differently, faster, as well as better. We've got a lot of goal setting assessment tools. Make use of it in terms of your personal scorecard. Are you happy about your emotional intelligence, about your accountability, about golden, rusty, and red alerts and blue skies, and how to solve the one thing, and real-time fine-tuning assessments? Keep making use of that. Do these type of things, and I want to bless you in this session. I'm saying, listen, you've got people to influence. You've got lives to change. The future where you are will be different, but you need to take up goals. You need to be specific. You need to multiply like never before. Just don't just keep on talking. Multiply, multiply, multiply. Hope you've enjoyed the first session. In the next one, I'm going to be a little bit more practical and say, well, listen, but what about your mission statement? How do you do it? Where do you start? Enjoy it. Looking forward to taking you through the next session.